Okay, guys, center up. You got him.
So Cesar Gonzalez will strike first. He also has some experience in his back pocket, having fought Luke Simons back in May of last year on Season 3 of Road to the Title. Going right on one, as we talked about.
Right away.
Right on one. There's your measure.
There it is, brother. Night-night.
Osango.
Yeah, he ate it well.
Not enough. Not enough.
I mean, treated
Not
that
enough.
like a snack cake, man.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
He kind of had to think about it, right? Take a look at this impact right here. Little bit of a glancing strike. I don't think he got all hand on that one. You can see Osango. Yeah, you see the hand just kind of slide off a little bit high. Osango kind of sat there, thought about it. Said, I'm good, not enough.
When you're ready, position right here.
It's always interesting to see how things play out with that 5-inch reach advantage.
On three, fighter
and you can see Osango with a nice big bend in the knees,
Yeah, look at
trying
that.
to get closer to the level of
Yeah.
Gonzalez.
Big bend in the knees right here for Osango. Oh my! Look at the wingspan.
Keep doing this. That's a no-go. Okay. Hand right here. Let me have this.
A little bit of movement right here on the side of Gonzalez.
Well, it's Herzog saying you can't tuck the chin, and this has been a point of emphasis the last couple of events because a lot of guys and gals like to turtle up and get as small as possible, which makes the target area smaller.
Right on three.
Herzog keeps telling Gonzalez not to tuck the chin. Watch the wind up. Look how far back.
I mean, it's like
Osango's able to retract his arm.
It's like a pterodactyl.
Oh my goodness! And huge hands.
Two.
Oh! Ooh, that was interesting, right?
I almost would have called a flinch on that.
It's like he didn't quite flinch, but the grinding of the teeth. Let's take a look at this real quick. He kind of bites down. He does a slight movement. He didn't really flinch his chin, but he kind of changes levels with his legs almost.
Yeah.
Either way, he absorbed it pretty well.
He did a nice job eating it. And it's interesting, normally super slow motion makes the foul even more egregious, but when you slow it down, you realize it was indeed a fair play.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good call on the ref.
Herzog conferring with Mark Smith.
All right, get that position. Hold that position.
And here comes
Right on one. Right on
slaps
one.
of stone Cesar Gonzalez.
On one.
So you gave that first one to the taller man, Osango.
It was very evenly matched. Oh, there we go.
That stumbled him.
Whoa.
Good job. Come on.
Wow.
Good job.
Steve-O from the Congo having to check his heart on that. He said, I like that one. I don't know if he's telling the truth. He liked it or didn't like it. Oh, my goodness. Look at the spit fly, the impact from the... Oh, my goodness. That was a solid impact right there. Got every bit of that one.
Spit flying out.
This is like when DC had the booger come out of his nose on the weigh-in show or something. I mean, that was just disgusting. Wow.
20 seconds.
The reaction shots in the crowd are some of the best shots in Power Slap.
10 seconds to get in position for Osango. Osango's going to have a big comeback here. I mean, the first round, I gave it to him just slightly.
What hand, what count?
But the way he took that one, I mean, he's going to have a big strike on Gonzalez.
I mean, it's a massive lever here. Remember, he's making his debut, so he's still figuring things out. But if he can land a clean strike, could do some damage.
Right on three. One. Two. Paired low.
Wow.
Is that clean? Everything looks clean. The gauze came out of the ear of Gonzalez. But he's eating them very well. I mean, it's this technique of almost like, we say sit down on the punch. You don't actually sit down, but you just kind of distribute your weight to your base. And he's kind of doing that as Gonzalez. He's kind of sitting down on the impact of this, and it's helping him absorb these big strikes from Osango.
Well, he's changing the level of his head as Osango's swinging, which makes it difficult. That was close to a clubbing foul.
It was a
but
little,
I don't know if you can call it clubbing foul when he's kind of changing levels. Like, these are the intricacies of power slap that a lot of people don't think about.
Right, and I think that's where the referees are giving him the benefit of the doubt. Because he kind of overextended that strike, did Osango, but because Gonzalez is kind of playing the game,
you have it all tied up going into round 3, Alan.
What hand and what
This is a big round. This is the deciding round.
Right
1 and 1.
Right on 1 with the measure.
We'll see if Gonzalez can finish it off right here.
He stumbled him last time.
How well did Osango recover from that second round?
Another good one, but I think he got grazed across the eye.
Oh, he didn't like that at all.
And this, Alan, is why I would argue that it might be good to close the eyes right as you get slapped.
Yeah. Let's take a look at this.
Damn,
No, it's clean. It was clean in terms of not the fingers going in the eyes, but higher on the point. You have to think the target is right there on the cheek.
No way, that's not going to be a clip.
You got to wonder if he maybe hurt the orbital bone a little bit. A lot of times when the eye hurts, it's a sign of a broken orbital.
I think they're taking a look at this right now, right, to make sure it wasn't clubbing.
It's swollen.
He's asking how his eye looks right now. He took the brunt of that impact in the eye.
It's almost like an Achilles injury when people think, you know, they just got kicked in the calf.
Everybody says that, right?
You feel it in the eye after you get hit in the orbital. I'll be curious to see what the end result is.
Gonzalez needs to be careful as well.
Oh, they're calling clubbing.
Wow, okay.
Look at their eyes.
It was a little bit.
You're good.
A point deduction is massive. If it was tied on the judges' scorecards like you had it, that could be a deciding foul here that determines the outcome of this match.
You got 2 minutes. He got a lot of time.
Once again we have.
And keep in mind, if Osango can't go on because of a foul, he wins by disqualification.
You need slight, because he ain't got the power to knock you out.
We'll see how well Osango's able to recover from this. They're taking a look at him right
They
now.
allow you to a little bit finish, but not as much as you've been.
Gonzalez getting some cornering advice right here, trying to keep everything clean.
As soon as he winds up on 3, just keep it.
I mean, Gonzalez is, kind of like the first match tonight. He's got the power. He just can't foul himself out of this competition.
He won round 2.
So here's Wolverine explaining to Osango,
Just keep it clean.
and he's telling him basically all you have to do is keep this clean, and he thinks they win, meaning no penalties. He thinks they win. That would mean that in his mind, it was tied going into the 3rd round. So round 1 certainly looms large here if Osango did indeed win the opening round. And remember, Wolverine, who's coaching here, retired at the last event, been around for a long time. He's one of the smarter competitors we've had in Power Slap.
Yeah.
Stay here. You're here. Hold your position. Please come in.
And we have yet to have a sudden victory round in a 3-round fight.
Right on 3.
Let's see if this ends in a tie.
Yeah, Osango just needs to keep this clean. A clean shot right here. Doesn't even have to go for the kill.
That's your measure?
Easier said than done, Joe Band.
Last time he almost clubbed. Remember, he overextended. Let's see how he treats this shot right here.
Right on 3. 1. 2.
God, man, Gonzalez. I mean, his technique on the defense is solid.
Whatever he's doing to tighten those neck muscles makes it hard for him to really feel anything. Look at this. This looked like a nice strike, minor heel lift. That's fine.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head, Dan. It's the neck strength that I'm seeing. You're not seeing. Look at the head. It barely even turns. His head isn't whipping in a 360 motion, which causes a lot of the knockouts. It's strong neck, putting all his muscles together right there, basing himself on the ground. Look at the intensity right there of Osango. Yeah, kind of a glancing blow.
I am very curious to see how these judges score this one. Not going to be sudden victory until the broadcast starts, as we take a look at your scorecard, and you have it not so close, Alan.
Yeah, Osango ahead. I mean, you look at the point deduction as we talk about, I mean, how much that impacted this match.
Most important penalties in sports, man. These point deductions, and we see them a lot, it's just massive. Even with a 1-point deduction, it's really challenging to win a match.
And it's tough because remember how shook Osango was from that Gonzalez strike in round 1 or 2. I think it was round 2. I mean, he had him on wobbly legs. It's the penalties that are hurting him in this match.
Killers. Now time for the official decision, brought to you by VeChain, the crypto token partner.
Water.
Power slap. Here is Justin.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Judge Diamato scores about 28-28. Judge Lee scores about 29-27. And Judge Migliore scores about 29-27 for your winner by majority decision, Steve-O from Congo, Osango.
So Steve Osango with the victory by majority decision in his power slap debut. I tell you what, this guy's going to be back. He's tall, he's powerful. Once he learns this sport a little bit, he could be very dangerous at the light heavyweight level. Steve Osango from Lancaster, Pennsylvania.